All right. What's up, everyone?
What's going on? It is January 29th.
30th.
30th.
Tomorrow's the 31st. We're already 1 month into, Yo, let's go early, bro. Yo, I'm gonna finish Supreme. I know you've been watching me play FF15. The next two streams, which will be Monday and Wednesday, I'm gonna finish the game final.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're early, man. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. We're through the first month of the year.
Yes. All right.
So
we're gone.
On to February. We have some interesting topics. I gotta be honest, I came up with these on the fly.
Okay.
But sometimes the ones that we come up on the fly end up being one of the best episodes. So we'll see what we can do with these, but I hope everyone's doing great. Okay, so I'm gonna change the order of these because I want more people here for one of them.
All right.
But the first one I'm gonna say is, do you, we can phrase this anyway, but do you know whether it's your gut or whether it's anxiety? Right? A lot of people have never learned how to listen to their gut, and
I think it's on that.
Oh, it's on this one, and it's important to be able to tell the difference. Good evening, bro. And the next one is...
Wait, so you saying a gut feeling, or if you have a gut feeling on something, or do you have anxiety?
Yes, okay. And people can't really differentiate between the two. So, like, how do you, or if you do, how?
I definitely don't.
Why is it when the remote is missing, trust goes out the window?
I haven't lost the remote in God.
I know, but it's something that everybody can understand. Like,
I get confused.
Or if your phone is missing too, and like it's like the same rule.
Okay.
Like all of a sudden your phone's missing, and you're like, get up, get on the couch. I'm not sitting on it. Get on the couch.
So when something goes missing, trust.
But there's certain things. There's only certain things. It's usually the remote for the longest time.
Nah, the reason why I don't think it's the remote is because like.
But hold on, and then the last topic is gonna be a gaming topic. Do you think battle passes need to be this was a out of fact issue. Do they need to be reworked? Because everyone's battle pass behaves battle pass behaves the same way. Nobody's really reinvented the battle pass wheel. And I feel like there's so much potential there. Or do you just, if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
I think
right? So those are our three.
I'll get it
so those are our three topics. But the first one we're gonna start with is do you know whether it's your gut or it's anxiety?
I'll tell you this: I can't differentiate anxious feelings from a bad hunch. Like gut feeling. I can tell you this: sometimes when I get anxious, I have to take shit. So
that's literally just most people. Like
I feel like some people I see a lot of people get sweaty. And I used to see this chick, and you know what was funny? Like, she would always talk about being anxious, and her hands would get clammy as hell.
Yeah,
and,
it's different for a lot of people, yeah.
She would, get, and I'm not talking about, a little bit of moisture.
No, it was just sweat, yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, she had a bucket of water.
It's like she's exercising
water, yeah.
It's like she's exercising her hands.
Yeah, But the most common is going to the bathroom. It really is. It's the most common with anxiety. Which is why most people with anxiety end up having IBS.
Yeah, the bones.
Yeah, because literally it causes that. Like, you can be born without IBS and get IBS because you have overwhelming anxiety, because it's the most common response to the overwhelming anxiety.
Yeah, that's my thing when I get anxious. I'm like, yo, let me take shit before I do. But other than that, I would say I don't want to say I ignore my gut feelings, but I'm in a stage in my life where I just go with the flow. I like to adjust to things as they happen, instead of just being overly panicked and being like, oh,
yes.
I mean, there's a small, I
am too. I'm in that. I've been in that stage last year, 3-4 years.
Yeah, and there's a small, the best way to put it is exceptions. There's small exceptions where it's hey, I have a work deadline, or hey, I have
some shit just happened.
Like uncontrollable.
Like, me in March, even though I know I'm fine, something's happening in March that there's still, I can't control it. Sometimes
it's
in the back of my head, I'm like,
and it just gives you anxiety.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm not a very anxious person naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So what's funny is I was talking to my coworker about anxiety. Like you said, you have some anxiety. So I'm normally not an anxious. mean, even the first time you met me, I just walked into Generic Rhymes' room while you guys were playing Smash. I have no shyness. I have no anxiety. Maybe when I was younger, I did, but I definitely broke out of that very fast. Right. Even when we go out to dinner, like wherever we go, I'm usually joking with waiters, or I can start a conversation with anyone.
Right.
I was like that in high school too. My anxiety doesn't exist. If anything, it's laziness sometimes. I just don't want to fucking call. And not that I'm anxious. Like some people don't want to make a call or order pizza or whatever because it makes them anxious. I'm like, I don't want to fucking call them.
So first of all, if you get anxious ordering food, especially over the phone,
there's people like that.
I gotta tell you, there's no better way to say this, but stop.
Stop.
Just stop.
So I got a coworker who is like that. She can get very angry, right? But I was talking to her and she's like, she found the position and she's like, aren't you anxious about what's going to happen? And I was like, well, here's the thing. I'm not, because I was smart the last 2 years. Besides that, every time I do get anxious, it's very rare. And it does, I feel, attack me more than it attacks people who are normally anxious.
Right.
Because I'm never anxious. So
right.
The moment there's something to be anxious about, I'm like that meme. You know?
Wait,
the fucking on TikTok. And then it ends into the... Anyway, I'll have to find it for you.
No. Like, explain it more, because I feel like I've seen it.
It's the one that's like, and then the next song is,
Nah, you're gonna have to.
I gotta find one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find it.
But like when if a few times it's happened where I'm like, oh my god, it's happening. Oh my god, like it happens to me. I feel like it affects me more because I'm not used to having it behind me. But with that said, even for me, it's difficult to separate gut.
Mm-hmm.
But I have always been very good at finding time to stop and force myself to think. And you almost have to meditate to understand it. And It's very difficult. But like there are times where I'm saying they're like, okay, am I just being anxious about going to this place or going to my friend's house or going out to dinner? Or is something telling me I should not leave the house? And I usually sit there and think about it for minutes. Like I either turn on music or I'll do it in the shower. Like where I just stand there and I just let the water hit my head. I guess it's called, when I looked it up, that's called water meditation, where you stand underwater and you let it hit you and it helps you think. I guess it's a real thing. I was just doing it because that's how I think in the shower.
Usually water meditating.
But I usually always think that I'm like, okay, no, it is my gut telling me don't go out. You don't like this person. And that's how I separate it, either in the shower when I'm thinking, or if I find time to just breathe, calm myself down, and try to listen to my body. Is it this talking to me? Or is it this, is it my gut? Or is it the back of my head freaking out? And that's how I decide it. And sometimes it's a 50-50. Sometimes I'm not always right.
Yeah, and it's funny that you bring this up. Some people are just more in tune with senses, the world, and just I would say senses, the world, and just kind of like what we would call like energy. Right?
Yeah.
Some people are just more in tune with that. And I used to be a big non-believer of that. I used to be like, this guy believes in energy? What a fucking nut job, right?
Then you get older.
And you get older, you're like, there's a little bit of truth to this.
Because you feel, especially working retail, you can guess the energy of people.
Right.
Like if someone comes in and gauge it, that's the word I was looking for. Like these guys aren't going to pay their phone bill. Or like in your line of work, like, this guy... Like I should really not finish this sentence.
I don't like to like prejudge that hard, but
no, not just throughout the conversation. Not you meet them and I'm talking about like as soon as you start gaining that energy from that, like it happened like GameStop too. I would start getting the energy and I'd be like, I'm never going to ask this guy about it. I do it at the bank too. I don't have to talk to this guy about a credit card. I can. They just told me I can just feel that this is I'm always going to say no to everything.
Right.
So when you get older, you just start understanding that energy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
ESP, when that anxiety becomes a panic attack, which
I think I've had one panic attack in my life, to be honest with you.
Especially.
And I did not realize it was. And no, I really didn't.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at what's the freezer. Finish your statement, and then I'm gonna read that.
But that's fine. So, I did have a panic attack, and it was a long time ago when I was like 7.
Yeah, so I'm not laughing at that.
And no, you can laugh at it because I thought this girl thought she was gonna have a kid. This girl was dating at 17. So I thought it was gonna be dad.
No, you know, that's tough.
Listen,
that's tough. I'm not.
I had a panic attack, and then like 2 weeks later, she got a period. So, but it was like a 2 week long panic.
The boy's hyperventilating.
Every time she left, I'd be like,
I was dying. I was laughing at what Supreme said while you were telling your heartbreaking story that didn't turn into heartbreak. You know, because you weren't ready for that. You know,
bro, I was
exactly.
I don't even believe in God, and I was thanking God, bro.
You gotta have families when you're ready. I'm a whole believer in that. You know, I low key be choosing dialogue like an RPG. Bro, I was just laughing because I can imagine this guy just like talking to somebody and be like, fuck, like in his head, like he's having a full blown conversation while having a conversation.
Legit reason to have a PA right there. Yeah, it was especially at 17. I bet you if I had one now, I'd be panicking. End up in the hospital at 34.
Bro, your old heart wouldn't be able to take all that intensity.
An empath. I think that the meme for empaths right now is hilarious.
The meme is hilarious, but I think the internet.
I actually do believe there are people, like you said, that can sense energy at a very young age and just develop it. And I don't know if that's an empath, but there's definitely people who can almost right away tell.
We're gonna look up that term because I think it's a good segue.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say, here's my thing about empaths. Do they exist? Yes. Is everyone an empath? No. Are a lot of people who claim they're empaths? No. But I will wholeheartedly say that empath is a term that made its way to the internet and totally got stretched out of proportion.
But here's the thing: someone says I'm an empath, you already know they're not.
It depends. It depends what kind of. So look up the actual term for empath. Like, let's actually get like a Merriam-Webster dictionary term or some kind of official terminology of empath. Because like I said, the internet gets a hold of some terms and just, ruins it.
They just go with it.
They just ruin it.
All right. It is.
Wait, can we share?
Chiefly.
Wait. Can we just share? Wait. Hold on. What the fuck is an empath? Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Here you go. So let me switch it to the other screen. So an empath is chiefly in science fiction. Okay, a person with a paranormal ability to apprehend the mental or emotional state of a.
So basically, an empath is like I'm face to face with you, and I can feel what's going. I can feel your pain, basically. I can feel what's going on.
And then the internet took that.
Wait. Let's open that article. Can you open that? Yeah, open. Yeah, so like the internet, like some people were being legit about it, right? Hey, I'm an empath. I can feel.
Then there's 12 signs to look for.
No. Let's go through that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just saying that's what this is. That's why it's funny. Okay, so 12 signs.
I'm definitely not an empath. I'm very selfish.
So, what does that say?
Yeah, that's a big word. Clarisentient.
You're clarisentient.
Let me look that up. Hold on. I don't even know what that word means.
You often feel overly stimulated.
Wait, go back to
that.
So
if I do cocaine, does that count?
No. But go back to that clarisentient word. Hold on.
Emotional sponge is how I translate what I just read. Yes, that's actually that's a very simple yet effective term, pro.
Yes.
All right, while you're looking that up, go down again.
So, perception of what is not normally perceptible. I guess since you can't really technically perceive another person's emotions and you are technically perceiving them, I guess that would be.
So then they have, you may struggle with boundaries. Are we just describing a person with anxiety?
Yeah.
You can feel others' emotions.
So deep, like that's the primary description I would say you would use to describe an empath. You can feel other people's emotions.
But the internet took the empath thing and said, my girlfriend's sitting there crying with a problem. Me, an empath, realizing that she's crying. That man bleeding out that man in front of me bleeding out that's been stabbed after mug. Me, an empath, senses that there's something wrong.
Wrong, exactly. Or like the biggest joke with empaths, especially so the big meme with those. Hold on, we're not done with that. Oh. The big meme with empaths is like, especially in a relationship sense, where it's like it'll be like, you know, a guy dating a girl dating a girl, you know, dude dating a dude. It's like, so empaths are technically like abusers, basically.
Yeah.
So they're the ones inflicting the pain on their partner, but then they can feel it. But it's
you are overwhelmed in crowds. They're saying to put number 6 on there. You're overwhelmed with crowds. Number 6 here.
Added truth with the meme. We'll check that out in a little bit. Overwhelming crowds. I used to get like that. It's not as bad for me anymore. I just prefer to avoid crowds.
You actively choose to not let energy in.
That's not me.
What are you, fucking from a force field? You have always been sensitive, especially as a child. Okay, so
I've gotten thick skin, you know, over the years, but I'm still a little on the sensitive side.
You're a natural helper or healer.
I'm definitely not a healer by any means.
No.
I lend a hand. I lend a hand, but I'm definitely not a healer. This ain't me.
Physical spaces have a strong effect on you. That's me. I don't like to leave anywhere.
So I think some people like have like a lot of feng shui and like, you know, like the way how certain spaces feel.
What's up, Ko?
I'm definitely not one of those people.
You often feel isolated.
That's incorrect. That's not incorrect. Me.
You need time to recharge by yourself.
I feel like everyone needs that.
1,000% me. Like,
I feel like everyone should do that.
So what we're saying is, me and you we each picked 3, I think. So me and you are 1/4 an empath.
I ain't an empath. You better go empath, you know, somewhere else.
We are each 1/4 an empath.
Definitely not an empath. But,
those are just the most vague things like to throw in there.
So going to.
Do you breathe oxygen?
No.
You're an empath.
Yo, so he said go and check the meme channel on Discord. First, we have to run it on the off side to make sure you ain't post nothing wild.
Yeah.
I shouldn't laugh at that.
No,
I shouldn't laugh.
I almost don't want to post it because I feel like it'll actually piss someone.
Just post it, man. I shouldn't laugh at that, man. That's fucking funny.
Hey.
This is, bro. I shouldn't have laughed at that.
Oh.
I can't read it. Okay, now I can read it. I'm an empath. Sometimes I can tell how people are feeling simply by deciding how I think they feel in my mind and instantly believing it. That's fucked up, man.
See, that is...
That's the impact meme. Empath meme, for sure.
Is definitely...
That's the people who aren't truly empaths. But the people who are truly empaths, keep healing other people and keep, you know, feeling what
Do
you feel.
you eat meals? I do eat meals. What the fuck is that? It's like I sense that you're cold. I am cold today. You're wearing a fucking jacket.
Yeah. Bro, that meme is funny.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the out of my ass ones sometimes lead into like the best conversations.
Yeah.
So our next topic, now that there's more of you here, is more of a meme one.
I was about to say something really fucked up. my brain literally went to last week. I was about to say something fucked up, and I'm glad I didn't.
Good. Why is it when the remote is missing, all the trust is out the window? So we've all been in that situation at some point where you're watching TV with somebody on the couch, and someone asks where the remote is, and they can't find it, and it could be somebody you've trusted. It could be your parents. Your parents could be sitting there. You trusted your mother and father for 20, 30 years. The second the remote is gone, you need get up. Why is the trust gone when the remote is missing?
I feel like we have to just... Can we rephrase that? I feel like a lot of people don't.
Well, yeah, maybe this generation, no, but definitely. So you could say when your phone is missing and you're sitting on a couch or you're sitting in the car.
Because they be lying.
Get out of the car. Yeah, because they be lying, but maybe they're not lying. Why would they be
That was such a spicy statement, Cole. What the hell? I'm a supreme on this one. I don't watch TV. I don't think anyone watches TV these days. I stream all my entertainment.
Yeah, I do too. But there's even with a phone, like in the car. Yo, I can't find my phone. You'll get out the car. I'm not sitting on the phone. Not while it's driving.
Get out the car.
Yo, get out the car and park. You need to get out the car. I'm gonna check your seat. But I'm not sitting on it. How would I be sitting on it? No, like, get out the car. I gotta check.
Tuck and roll out of a moving vehicle.
I would do that. See, that's the thing. I would do that. If my phone was missing and I couldn't find it, big, yo, we gotta stop. You get out the car. I need to check your seat. Because I can't find it in my seat.
You want me to take my pants off too?
Clearly, you're sitting on it.
You want me to strip?
Yes.
Like...
Sir, if you could get out, put your... Get out, put your teeth on the curb and spray your cheeks. You see that vine?
No.
It was like the black cop shows up and the white guy is there, and he's like, "Yo, why? Oh, do you know why I stopped you, sir? Oh yeah, because he can smell the donuts." He's like, "Sir, get out, put your teeth on the curb and spread your butt cheeks." Huh?
That's dark. I remember back on my mom, she get on man like we never had a remote. She just won't get up. We never had a remote. What a statement.
Bro,
that's why you don't have trust.
That reminds me of the dumbest fucking thing I saw too. I don't remember if it was mine on TikTok, but it was a guy laying there and he had a hickey on his neck, and the girl's sitting there catching him. "Who left that hickey on your neck?" And he's like, "Bro, this ain't even my neck."
You gotta find that. That sounds like a.
He's like, "Bro, this ain't even my neck."
That's a good one. I actually want to see that.
We have some TikToks to watch.
No, go find that. No, find it now. That was a good one. You can't say something funny and then people start agreeing with you and then you don't find it. As an empath, I can tell your nervousness every time I bring up the remote. You must be hiding it. Your own personal reality.
Yeah, this one. Okay.
Yo, that sounds hilarious. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. Some of these TikToks don't be funny, but that.
Here you go. Oh wait, hold on. You guys can't hear it.
Wait, hold on. We're adjusting it. We all new types now. I wish. Bruh. Bro, I keep trying to tell Cole, ever since he got me like big into Gundam, y'all don't know about the power of the new types. Hold on before you play that. Y'all know about the power of the new types. Like bro, like I want to just come home. Like I want a girl that's a new type, where I just come home after I have a rough day, and then she starts crying for me because she know I had a rough day. Like, that's power, bro.
All right, so
that's love.
Don't turn your head. You got a hickey on your motherfucking neck. So what bitch was sucking on your neck?
Blood, this ain't even my neck.
So who neck?
This ain't even my neck.
Bro, this ain't even my neck. That's what that reminds me of. We never had a remote. That's the same energy.
We never had a remote. This ain't even my. This ain't
even my neck.
Yo, she said, Cole, this ain't even your house.
Yeah, this ain't even your house.
I need a girl just as wild as me. Yeah, you do. Usually I would say no, but in your case, yeah, you do. You need that. You need that chaotic energy.
But the way he says it too, it's like he believes it.
We don't.
You got a hickey on your motherfucking neck. So what bitch was sucking on your neck?
Blood, this ain't even my neck.
Blood.
So who neck?
Blood, this ain't even my neck. We don't have a TV. We'd be like Team Rocket. Hey, yo, deny like a mug. Yo, what if you just like? What if it becomes like a real empath moment, right? Like where it's like, Mom, where's the remote? Cole, we don't even have a TV. And then you're like, what are you talking about? It's right there. And then it's just like you go to point to it and there's nothing there. She's an empath.
Yeah.
She knew that you were gonna attack her over it.
Yeah, that's what that guy. He was an empath.
Yeah, he knew.
He knew that wasn't his neck.
Yeah,
he knew. This isn't my neck, so I'm gonna tell her. My girl asking me where the hickey came from. Me knowing this isn't even my neck.
Attacking the empaths. All I'm saying is that you never see what Team Rocket be up to in the sky. You know what they're up to in the sky? Mm-hmm. Blasting off. Probably praying they don't like die on impact.
Yeah, probably screaming.
Right. Like,
I say screaming is the right.
You don't know what Team Rocket's doing.
Me an empath, knowing that Team Rocket's screaming in the sky.
Knowing that Team Rocket is in agony because they just got hit with a lightning bolt and then an explosion.
Knowing that Team Rocket is re-entering the atmosphere and on fire. Team Rocket's.
Somebody was telling me the other day, like I was a wild scream you just let out. I just like actually paid attention to that. But anyway,
someone on fire.
Yeah, I know. I just had to like tune in for a second to realize what you just did while I was talking. But anyway, so somebody was telling me about Team Rocket. I'm like, yo, Team Rocket, wild with Meowth and them, and like all of them. Like Giovanni don't even care about them. He just lets them do what they want. And they were like, yeah, man, Jesse and James is like 16 and 17. I'm like, no, they're not.
Yeah,
like,
they are.
He's like, yeah, they're children. I'm like, first of all, Giovanni's sick because he's letting children do his bidding. And second of all, they look too damn grown to be 16 and 17.
Look, we talked about this. See, Professor Oak saw Ash's mom and went, Ash, you gotta go catch every Pokemon.
Then leave your
home right now.
Leave your mother unattended
and go catch every Pokemon.
Giovanni got children. Can we look that up real quick? Let's make this a podcast. I want to see the age of Jesse and James. Like, because I
don't want that on my fucking Google.
Just, bro, who cares? Like, you're an empath, man.
That's true. Well, as an empath, I can tell you that that's their age. Me knowing the age of Jesse and James.
But that was a shock to me when somebody told me that, like, their age. Like, because I was like, as a kid, when I saw the show, I'm like, oh, they look like grown-ass adults. Let's see. In the game.
So, Jesse and James are in their 20s. The second episode of the anime. In the episode of the season, Master Quest reveals an old woman who is 120-year-old.
Nah, that's something.
No, Jesse and James. They're talking about Pokemon.
Well, yeah, that's the games, but I want to know in the show.
No, the games don't have Jesse and James. They don't exist in the game. Except for the Pokemon Pikachu.
The yellow one, yeah.
That's the only one that exists. This is the anime. Second episode of the anime.
But it says in the games.
Well, in the Master Quest game, it's you meet a Jesse from 120.
Use Bing and they're adults.
Yeah,
who's using Bing?
They're in their 20s. I think I bet you in America they're in their 20s, and in the Japanese version they're 60.
No, that makes sense. But that's what my friend told me. But I believe my friend because I'm an empath. JK, I'm not.
All right. Well, while we're believing, let's just get these reactions out of the fun. As you guys know, my algorithm is a little weird, but we're gonna have some fun.
Okay.
Then we'll go into since there's more of you here, we're gonna go into our last topic.
Yeah, but when are we gonna see insanely hot men with average-looking women?
I bet you feel pretty stupid right now, dog.
Yo, shout out Danny DeVito. I love that guy.
Yo, when are we gonna see extremely hot men with average-looking women? Oh, poor Danny. I love Danny.
My black ass knew better. I knew better than this shit. What the hell type of shit am I on, bitch? I am black. Why am I doing these activities?
I can't relate. I just want to learn how to ski.
You can't. I've never wanted to ski.
Bro, I want to learn how to ski. I did want to learn how to snowboard, but apparently that's like.
Master, I'm tired of picking cotton. Please give me another job. Holy shit. Master, I'm tired of picking.
Yo, is Five Nights at Freddy that scary?
Why? I guess. Why is that his response?
Because like people are so fucking stupid. Yeah, play the next one.
He's always made me laugh. All the dumb ones.
He's cracked. He's cracked. One shot. One shot. On me. On me. On me. Hey, baby, you want some breakfast? Yeah, I can go for some breakfast. Okay, can you pass me a plate? Okay.
Steady fucking my bro. I done told you before that it's over. Fuck me slow. Know I hurt when you fuck my throat. Deep stroke, you gon' make me choke. I'm gon' blow his back.
Play that again. Hold up. I did not expect that, bro. I'm like, why you pass on a play and then you don't hook that, bro?
On me. On me.
Oh my god.
Hey, baby, you want some breakfast? Yeah, I can go for some breakfast. Okay, can you pass me a plate? Okay.
Steady fucking my bro. I done told you before that it's over. Fuck me slow. Know I hurt when you fuck my throat. Deep stroke, you gon' make me choke. I'm gon' blow his back.
Bro, this is how his, you know what it was for me? His face went so long so quickly. What that long ass face. He said he had the whole verse. Oh, Supreme, that guy was I Show Speed? The guy earlier? No, that guy I Show Speed, he's like,
is you depressed crazy. Or is you broke?
Both of them.
Both.
All of them. I'm the broke. Broke pressed. I don't got a real technical diagnosed name for it.
Is you depressed or is you broke?
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah, I would say depression does lead into being broke. Does lead into depression.
Replacing the last word in anime titles with the N word. Part 1. Let's get it. Also, TikTok, please don't take this down. This is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing about hate speech. Let's go. 7 deadly niggas. Rent a nigga. Block nigga. Demon nigga. One nigga. Food niggas. It's that time that I got reincarnated as a nigga.
That's a good one.
Like and share for part 2. Replacing the last.
Is whack, but that one. he got reincarnated. When I first saw that, I was in tears. Can you tell my algorithm is just fucked? You guys tell it's just the most random shit. It's not even the same comedy. Like, there's 3 different things.
Oh, this man said it's only his headset. Like, come on, plug it back in. Yo, D-Fuck, you off for that?
So I find these funny, so.
No, the one where you unplug the headset. Yo, run that back. Yo, I had to figure out what happened until he cranked his neck or his head.
It's Indian anime, bro.
Yo, he got the X-ray too? Nah. And then he hit him in the heart. That's disgusting, bro. That earwax has bullet. Bro. That's $2 budget. Yo, what if Tales of Arise had a scene like that? I would definitely goat it. Game of the year.
I love this guy. I think I showed you the one where he had the where it's like the milk.
Oh yeah, it's like my dad.
My dad find the milk on mine.
Yo, run that back one more time, bro. That was actually funny. That's not done. Man, we have different tastes. I think I think he's talking about the Indian one. The Indian one was funny.
Oh, cause like Bollywood is just.
My TikTok is all about.
Yeah, mine is just obnoxiousness that makes me laugh at work.
I'm glad I'm not on TikTok like that, because mine would definitely probably be TikTok.
Say it.
Bro, what the fuck? Your titties bigger than... Some bullshit.
I didn't even hear the beginning.
Why the fuck your titties
I want to
so
hear you
big?
say I'm daddy's baby girl. Say it.
Bro, what the fuck? Your titties bigger than...
He did have big ass titties though. That's wild.
And you don't get your air fryer.
And you don't get your air fryer.
Man, it's so destructive.
Oh my god.
That man was double chested up. Oh lord, it's gonna be fucked up. Pause it, I can't see it. When your baby bump.
When you have a baby bump but your parents are African. Like she's from Africa.
Oh, you have African parents.
Yeah.
Mama, what the hell? Mama, what the hell's going on? What? Where did my room go? Where did my room?
Oh my god.
Mama, what the hell? Mama, what the hell's going on? What? Where did my room go?
Bro, he was so stupid. It took me a second to figure out what was going on.
What was this one? Oh. This one I thought was funny. It's Thanos versus the Avengers.
Yeah, I love Nelsie Niles. This guy's hilarious. Ever watch it? Yo, this guy has been cracking me up for years, bro. Yo, play it one more time. Yeah, that boy Nelsie Niles. Yo, that guy's amazing, bro. And he always does the peace sign thing. That guy is hilarious. He's also with that other dude that be dancing. Yo, oh my god,
that is so true. Like Infinity War, that's what it is.
That boy. His name is Nelsie Niles. Let me see if I can type it in. Wait, what is this one connected to?
This one's a grown ass man, but you can still type it in.
Okay.
Or game, I think. Or CSM, one of them.
I think I'm spelling his name. Wrong. But yo, now you got me. Now I want to watch a video with
Creating
that guy.
punishment is very difficult, but creatively fulfilling. I try to find an artistic expression while at the same time dealing the physical and emotional damage. Steven, hold up your hand. Up, higher. Hold this pillow. See, the genius of this punishment is, it look easy to hold the pillow. It's not easy. Okay, Steven, I go watch Gordon Ramsay. You move, I will pin your ass, okay? I never look I just whoop his ass anyway. The unfairness delivers extra emotional damage. Very effective. We have one of my favorites. Go get a stick for me to beat you with. Usually I get a stick, a broom, a lamp, whatever nearby. But once a week, I give him special treatment. Oh no. So stupid. He don't know the smaller sticks hurt more. See, the big sticks are just sticks. The smaller sticks are whips. Great. The confusion brings an extra very special psychological damage. Very effective. Oh, what's that? You're not the best player on the team? If we're talking the punishment, we have to mention the holy grail, the slipper. Oh, what? You forgot to cook the rice? Oh, okay. So, this one my grandma passed down to my mom passed down to me. See, the most amazing thing about the slipper is the quick draw speed. If your son forget to cook the rice, bam, you can have slipper unbound in 0.3 seconds. However, the defining trait of the slipper is the long-range capability. I know it looked like short-range melee weapon for defending the disappointment. If you need that distance, it doubles as a long-range weapon. This weapon was invented before physics. When we were back in China, you can finesse it through time-space. Creating punishment.
Yo, hold up. Was that all of them?
That was all of them.
Go on YouTube. Type in Nilsey Niles. There's one that's like there's one where he has a dude freestyling. That shit's so funny. Yeah, type in like Nilsey Niles Ayo. Cause it's like one of his old ones. What does that say?
It says Ayo.
No, it's not that one. Go back. It's one where like. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. Like, I have to watch this with y'all now that we brought up one of the guys' videos.
All right, while you're looking for it. The slipper does hit different, man. You're absolutely right. The slipper hits different. Bro, Mike, I know that. Like, I know that. That's why I put so many. Because I know some of them you guys aren't going to think are funny. But I know that in between those 10 or 11, there's like 3 gold nuggets that you're going to cry at. Bro, this ain't even my neck.
That was a good one.
So good. The man, you know that man didn't know it was being recorded either. Oh,
that Asian guy's funny too.
Oh yeah, Stephen Yee, I think it's called, or Stephen V. Go get a stick for me to beat you.
You don't know the small ones hurt more like whip.
Yeah, he's funny. All right, chat. While he looks for this video, now that there's most of you here, we'll do the last topic because I want as many of you to like give me an idea or opinion on this because this is prevalent to gaming in general for everybody. Almost every single one of us, whether it's a gacha game or a battle royale or an arena shooter, deals with this issue.
Hold on. Before you start that,
okay.
So type in this dude. His name. It's Nilesy Niels. That's what it is. Type in Nilesy Niels and type in hold on, bro. What? Like literally type it in like that and it should come up. Bro, y'all gotta. Yo, Cole, are you here? Cole, you gotta watch this shit. Dog, I remember I seen this video. This video is fucking wild.
That one.
Nah, it's this one. Look, really that one. That's what the thumbnail look like. Actually, let me send it to you on I'm tripping. I can just send it to you. Hold on Discord. Find it? Nah, hold on.
Yeah, just send it to me on Discord and I'll click on it. Yeah. But anyway, that way you guys can while we're pulling this up. Stephen He, that's his name. The Indian B-movie one. Bro, Indian movies are the best. Bollywood's amazing. Bollywood has some of the best shit.
All right, hold on before because that topic's gonna get a little serious. I want to do one more joke ass shit, bro. Supreme's gonna find this shit hilarious too. Hold up, bro.
Oh, it was here.
Oh, was it?
Right there.
Oh yeah, hold up.
Oh. He's like,
Hey, I'll watch this shit. Pro is like crying because he's too.
Check this shit out.
That's my man. This my man. He about to kill this joint. Wow, listen to this.
He said, "That's my man."
I just met him at the mall, but then I just made him my man. I just took him to my bed and then I just took off his pants. Big old dick, thick as fuck, and I got it on my hand. Big old guy, big as fuck, and I saw him like I damn fine ass nigga six pack. His dick fat, hit that, baby sit that. Got him in the kitchen cooking food. Damn, stuck on his dick and drinking food. Bad,
get my ass.
He said, hey, hold on, this is my bad. Nah. He said, I just met this man today. He said, he's at the gas station. He said, check out my mixtape.
Oh my.
He said, he is kind of going in though. Yo! They look at how I be looking. That man said, all right, last topic.
So last topic, guys. I need your help with this. Yes. So when it comes to a lot of games, I know a lot of us play a lot of games, and sometimes they're not even multiplayer. Like there's also story games that do this.
Mm-hmm.
Battle passes have been around forever now. I think really, really Fortnite popularized them, if anything. But they've been around for a good 6 years. At least.
I would say Fortnite is definitely the one that got.
Yeah. Because everything has a battle pass. Halo has a battle pass. Call of Duty has a battle pass. Apex has a battle pass. Fucking Genshin Impact has a battle pass. Like
Company.
Everything has a battle pass. But every battle pass follows the same setup. They're all set up the same.
Right.
Beginning to end, you usually pay $10. Valorant has a battle. You pay $10. You get
cosmetics.
Some okay cosmetics. The best ones are usually at the end or the very beginning to entice you to buy it. Right? And in the middle, you can most of them you can make your $10 back. Some of them you don't. But most of them let you make the $10 back if you finish the whole thing.
So you can buy another one.
So you can just recycle $10 or you can spend it on another cosmetic, right? But I mean, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, really, they nobody's thought of a new way to do a battle. The only one I can think of is Dead by Daylight, and they have the tome, and you pick a path, but it's not a permanent path. You can just go back and finish the other path, right? So it's still a battle pass. They just made branching arcs, right? So is it just something that if it ain't broke, don't fix it, or is there something that like maybe can be done to make it stand out? Like if a game has like an interesting new way to do a battle pass.
The only way you can make a battle pass interesting, man, is you have to promise. So you'd have to promise some kind of like, I don't want to say something exclusive because in essence you are getting exclusive cosmetics, but you would have to have some kind of like the only way to like amp it up is like you have a next say in like the next game. It's like, hey, if you buy and complete these battle passes, or at least 5 or 10 of them within the span of a year, we're coming out with a game within the next 2 years. You get to vote on a special like feature in the next game. Like that's the only thing I can really think of because, like you said, it's all generic. It's all the same, right? It's all like, hey, I'm now obligated to finish this, right? Because if you buy it, what are you gonna do? You're gonna grind the game, you're gonna play it, and you're either gonna do it based off of two things. You're gonna do it based off enjoyment, or you're gonna do it based off of obligation. So it's like, I think there's not really much you can do besides, like I said, having some kind of like personal incentive, like being able to enhance the game, through like an in-game voting process, with the battle pass. Because like you said, you either buy it for the cosmetics, you buy it to support the company, or you just literally you're going with the popular trend.
Yes.
So that's.
So what do we got here? It says, why is a single... Some cosmetics... I don't know how to say this. $25 is very difficult today because you can buy games on sale for $25 that give you 100 to 200 hours of enjoyment. But I also have friends that are artists in the gaming space, and I can tell you that, like, depending on the game, some of those cosmetics take like 50 plus hours to create. Now, obviously, it depends on the game, right? I'm sure that Apex cosmetics for guns are very easy, whereas the cosmetics for the actual characters are very difficult.
Right.
Because they have to account for movement, what cuts through, can you see it, does it make a bigger target, whatever the case might be. Can this make you invisible in the map, right? So those I understand, but like there are some, like you know what, League of Legends is a good example of this, where they literally change everything about the character. And I'm not a big League of Legends, like the casting, the animation, the dance, the recall, everything, the sound, everything the character does, and it's a character you could be put 1,000 hours in, completely changes everything about the animation. Is that worth 20? If it's a game you're gonna put another 1,000 hours in, but you get to hear something different, I may not think so. But I don't know if I should. Yeah,
but people are conditioned. So let's go to what these.
I was starting here. Yeah. I feel like all those battle pass things are a problem because it always leads to them just holding back actual content from the game and forcing you to pay for it.
That is correct.
Yes. The only counter to that is it's better to pay $10 for a bunch of cosmetics than them hold the cosmetics back that they're going to sell you anyway in their store. Right?
It may not even be cosmetics you want. Now we can argue. So we can counter argument this, hey, if we're going to be forced to buy cosmetics, we should have the right to see what cosmetics we want on a battle pass. Don't give us a battle pass. Hey, this is your season 14 battle pass. And it's like, what the fuck? I don't know what this stuff is, but now I want it because I see it. No, but if I have a preemptive, you know, like, hey, this was my choice, either magma or ice, you know, let's all vote on it.
Yeah,
you know
I think that's what they should do with battle passes, honestly. I think
because they
should stay linear. But they should add some kind of individuality of when you get to the cosmetics, what you want to choose. So it still adds a layer of exclusivity because you pick the side. So maybe you get to a gun and there's a red, a blue, and a yellow version, and you want the yellow skin. And then maybe I get the red skin, right? And then the path keeps going. Like maybe that's the closest thing they could do where it's like, okay, I have to make a choice and give up on something to make him just a little more interactive.
So with that, what they should do at that point, and we're actually giving them solid ideas, so you're welcome, game companies. What they should do, honestly, is like you said, exclusivity. But in the counter argument to that, if we're going to have exclusive things, all players should be able to trade once a month. So basically, you have different alternates, and each account can only hold per se, we'll say like one alternate, per battle pass. So if you have the blue gun and I have the yellow gun, I can trade you another one of my guns to give you like that. You know, that's the only thing I can say.
Yeah, because then people want to collect.
Right.
And then you create this whole other economy within the game.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I would say.
Is it a sad they be holding out the squeeze to pay? Yeah, it is true. They do it for money. So the question is, would we just want the games to be more expensive ripoff, or do we want to keep going with this stuff?
We have no choice until we can unionize to make a big dent in the market. They're gonna get away with it. And the best way I can describe it, since I was a child, was I used to play Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and when those games dropped the first 4 map pack, they were $15.
Were expensive.
They were $15 for 4 maps.
Yeah.
But it was a sign of, you know, basically, hey, I have these maps, 1, and 2, you know, kind of like a bragging right thing.
Yeah, in fact, you could also not do.
Say it's a bragging right
There's
thing.
certain playlists you couldn't do. Halo did the same thing. There's certain playlists you couldn't even enter unless you had.
Right. So basically, that was the start. And if we didn't stamp it out then, there's no way we're gonna stamp it out now unless we have a bigger, you know.
I do agree with a lot of what you're saying, Ko. My thing with battle passes is it does allow you to still gain. It's like a bag of potato chips. You still get something for playing the game, and it lets people keep playing the game. I will say that as far as I know, from my point of view, Fortnite and Apex have the 2 best battle for 2 reasons. One, Fortnite I think changed it now, so you can pick. You like earn stars in the battle pass, and you can go all the way. They're the only ones that make it different now. You can go all the way to the end and buy the last. Like you pick now. So if you only get past 30% of the battle pass, and you only want 30% of the cosmetics, you can pick which ones.
Then you get to hold the stars for the next battle.
I don't know if you get to hold them.
Then, because if I can't hold the stars, it's
I don't know if you get to hold them. But what I'm saying is, this allows people to not have to max it out. You understand what I'm saying? So they give you, here's all the cosmetics unlocked immediately. You need 10 stars for the cosmetic at the very end of the pass. You level up 10 times, you get 10 stars, you get that cosmetic, you never have to play again.
See, that's smart, but you should still be able to hold stars.
Oh, I agree with you, but I'm saying that's the next level. But I'm saying that's the only iteration that I've seen them do where they're like, well, some people don't finish battle passes, or maybe some people don't want all the skins, but they want the Spider-Man skin or the Rick and Morty skin. So they can get it at level 1. They don't have to get to the end of the battle pass to get it type of thing. And then, but both Apex and Fortnite give you back more money than you put in. Apex, I think, gives you 11 or 12. So you put in 10, you can get back $12. I think Fortnite, you put in 10 and get back. So I mean, that's actually I'm okay with that because it's like, okay, so if every 4 battle passes, I'm gonna get a free cosmetic.
If you're gonna want physical tender, right, which is $10, right? I want to get at least $30 back, you know, or at least 20 bare minimum, because it's like.
But I mean, you technically do because you get that amount of cosmetics.
But I can't sell those skins to recycle them. See, that's what we're going. Like a marketplace will make sense.
And that's actually
these. I don't want them anymore. Dismantle them.
That's actually
and then I trade them. With
that's actually
people.
Apex's biggest problem. They should do a thing where, you go into the characters you don't play and you dismantle them for crafting material so you can buy the.
Right.
They should do something. Not as bad as giving cash to crowdfunding games with 3 times. It was a big L for me. 2 of those 3 times, does be lying. Yeah, you have to really pay attention. In fact, the only one I can think of that was amazing was Bloodstain. That was one of the only few games that came out after crowdfunding that was really good, and that was the guy that created Castlevania, made a new series. I mean, the real problem is we lost because now we just got to do both. That's true. The most expensive games, the less inclined to play. Yeah. I mean, guys, don't be shocked if fighting games don't do battle passes pretty soon instead of characters, because
they're gonna say the season pass. They're not gonna do characters.
Yeah, they're gonna switch to season pass thing soon.
No. They currently have it as season passes. They'll never do a battle pass. Unless it's like one for actual in-game cosmetics. I don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I bet you they're gonna do a battle pass because like Valorant does it now, where you can buy the character or you can do a shit ton of grinding to unlock the character for free, which still gets them money because the game is being played, right? So I wouldn't be shocked if fighting games go that route at some instead of doing these character packs, because those are still those happened so late. Shooters got the maps and then became battle passes. Well, but while that was going on, we finally got character DLC in fighting games. So I feel like that transition is going to happen in the future.
Maybe, but we'll see.
Because think about it, a game like DBZ could have made so much more money if they released one character a battle pass. And you have to wait to unlock the character, as you can either buy the character or play through a 20 level battle pass by playing online a lot.
We'll see.
I don't want him to do that. I'm saying I wouldn't be shocked if that's where the industry's headed.
I don't think. Well, I know I'm old, but I remember when games didn't need to be patched on launch day. New age, man. Right, Pokemon, the biggest media property on Earth, and Legends Arceus can't render 5 trees at a time. I mean, that's another argument for another time.
Well, that's also because, the Switch is not.
Like I said, that's just another argument for another time. They literally paste the same tree everywhere in the same position. I'm telling you, bro. But people are having fun with the game. That's all that matters. We'll have to see
true.
How the League of Legends FG will probably shape a lot of how other fighting games go in the future.
So I guarantee you they're going to either have a battle pass or they're going to do the characters the same way they do for Valorant, where you can either grind to unlock the characters.
I just know free, I'm not praying Project Go.
Or
unless I can get good at that game in 2 seconds and just make a name for myself, I'm not.
If they do it right, it's going to be a good game.
But I think it's going to have a lot of intricacies, so it's not going to be a game where you just pick it up and get it.
I'm scared that they're going to turn fighting games full on mobile model. That's my what I'm saying, Ko, is they probably are going to do that. Because they're going to make so much more money having a game exist for a long time, releasing a bunch of different characters and either forcing you to play the game a lot or pay for the character, right? Valorant and League already do that, and Riot is going to say that.
She try to have something where you can like unlock the characters by playing through a lot, but it's like an unrealistic amount of playing.
I think that's where it's headed. I don't want it to be headed that way, but I definitely think that's where we're headed. But shit, everything else, okay. Nah, they made Breath of the Wild. I mean, Breath of the Wild was great too, but it also had the same tree in like 5 different spots. Like, so it's one of those things that's like, Pokemon is not supposed to, like, we're older and we like Pokemon, but we're older. A kid is gonna play Arceus and think it's the greatest fucking thing ever, right? Because it's made for we need to understand this sometimes, and it takes a lot because we're so passionate about these things. But sometimes we have to understand that one of the things that we love is something for kids, and the reason why we love it is because we loved it as a kid.
Right.
So judging Pokemon because it has the same tree and some stuff doesn't render, I'm like, yeah, but if I was a Pokemon fan and then I played Red, as an adult, I'm gonna critique the shit out of Red. But as a kid, I was like, and I was just having fun.
That's probably these games look really good. Straight from a DS. That's probably what they went for. You know what I'm saying? They know it's gonna sell, so it's like.
I think you know what they're doing, Co, with them is they don't know how to do them, not like the DS and 3DS and Game Boy. It's very difficult for them to make a Pokemon game. They're like testing the waters. They did Sword and Shield. That got mixed receptions. Now they're doing Arceus. Watch, this is all gonna lead to some crazy Pokemon games. That's what's gonna happen. These are like the red and blue version for console. We've never really had a real console Pokemon. There are always these offshoots with weird ideas, and then watch, you're gonna make a crazy console Pokemon. That's gonna happen. Because it's how the 3DS games are now, right? The 3DS games are fantastic, but we had to start with red and blue, right? Yeah. And then it added more Pokemon, team fighting, blah blah blah, trading, whatever the hell they added, Mega Evolutions, all this stuff. That's where we're at right now with these Switch Pokemon.
It is stretched. Game's probably barely. I highly doubt that. Like the marketing for Pokemon is fantastic. It sells. Like you can just show a picture of Pikachu and everybody knows what it is.
Yeah, the Pokemon company is one of the biggest companies of the time.
In terms of media.
Yeah, 3 Pokemon movies. I didn't even see them, but
wasn't there like 3 Pokemon movies? I don't know.
I didn't even see them, but yeah, that's what they are. They're one of the biggest. I'm talking about.
Yeah, they don't need the games. They really don't.
They don't.
They don't need them anymore.
It's like when I was a kid, you made the toy to the cartoon. You made the toy to the movie, right? You make the game to the show. Why?
Right,
because
that's what you needed, right? But now you don't need it. They can just say, "Hey, we're not making any Pokemon games for 5 years," and just focus on the show.
You really think Nintendo's gonna say that?
No, they're not. I'm saying they could. Right?
Yeah, they could. I guess. So. This is Nintendo, Coco. No such thing as too much money. Well, yeah. And it is also the same company that took a pay cut because they didn't make a profit. So even though you can talk all the shit you want about Nintendo, and I agree, sometimes they're very terrible at certain things and how they approach it because they have a very old school mentality. But at the same time, when's the last time you heard a company say we didn't post profits? Everyone in upper management and CEOs taking a pay cut for 5 years. We can post profit.
You gotta do it's a
right?
business.
But other businesses don't do that. They just fire people. That's how they make their head. No, but they own the rights to Pokemon. Yeah, they own the rights to Pokemon in the games. That's why Pokemon isn't on anything else other than Nintendo.
Right. Can you imagine an Xbox Pokemon game with Master Chief?
It's like Disney owning Marvel, right? Kevin Feige didn't work for Disney. He just got pulled into Disney. And he's the one that really oversees the Marvel movie. But Disney is always going to tell Kevin Feige, hey, we need phase 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, and 12 until they stop making money. They're never going to stop making those movies.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, that's another argument, for another chapter. I think this is a good stopping point. Only because I want to play Tales of
man still wants to play video games as an adult. Imagine an adult playing video games.
I gotta work.
I gotta work too. But still, this was still a fun one. Yeah. This one will be up definitely sooner, by Tuesday.
Bro, some of those videos have me crying, bro.
Yeah.
This ain't even my neck.
Bro, this ain't even my blood. This ain't even my neck.
Yeah. Watch you play. Yeah, of course you can, because I'm like way far ahead, bro. I tell you, just play at your own pace, bro. You'll catch me in a few days. My whole goal is to have this done in a few days.
Them thorns being 15 FPS. What are you playing it on?
PS4.
PS4.
No, like there's like so much shit happening on the screen. Like,
I saw.
Bro, I did that Mystagard and the game was like, yo, there's too many people on the screen. I still shredded all of them. That boy was teleporting. He was like,
I mean, we are in that phase where the games are being put on the older consoles for the sake of sales and not for the sake of optimization.
Yeah.
Right. So that's like,
feeling that.
So yeah, you're definitely.
I don't give a shit. I'm still gonna be rocking my PS4 even like the next 20 years. I'm buying another one as soon as this one kicks the bucket. I'm buying another. The PlayStation 3. I thought the PlayStation 3 was the most solid console I've ever used in my life. That is incorrect. It's definitely the 4. 4 is just goated.
Spicy chicken time. Yeah, that was a funny video,
bro. And every time I play, D-Flex like, it's not funny. I'm gonna hate on you. That shit's hilarious, bro. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'll watch that shit 3-4 times. That shit's still funny to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game I'm gonna put on my back burner if I can try to get. I'm gonna wait till it's on sale, though.
Why you hit the Kermit voice? Because I just had to do emphasis. He doesn't sound like Kermit, by the way.
Who? D-Flex doesn't sound like Kermit. No, absolutely not.
D-Flex does have a unique voice, though. He's a very unique individual.
Yes, he is. Shout out to D.
We should get him on the podcast.
Yeah, and I don't. You don't sound like Kermit. If you think you sound like Kermit, that is a you problem, and you gotta work on it, bro.
Wait, I gotta just say this. I'm not gonna say what it pertains to, but Supreme, the moment you always remember that, that's wild, bro. How you still always remember that. Like, I actively forget that happened, and you actively always bring it up, Supreme, every few months. That shit's crazy.
The deflect moan?
Yo, can't be, yo, that's lore right there. You can't be talking about that. That's lore. Nah, bro, I got your back. That's lore. That man Supreme is wild. Cause like, we'll always be talking about Deflect talking. I don't know why. This is always just a thing where like we talk about Deflect talking. We're like, yeah, he's a unique guy. Like, there's people that sound like other people, but this guy doesn't sound like anybody. And then whenever we start talking about that, Supreme is always like, yo, man, remember that one time? I'm like, bro, why do you always remember that? Why does that always go to your brain? Like, it just like we'll start talking about that, and I don't know.
Well, guys, thank you for joining us.
Oh, that Thanos rant was legendary. I was a different person back then. Have you heard it?
I don't know. Maybe. Send it to us. We'll listen.
Yo, Supreme is wild, bro. He got that.
Send it to us next podcast. We're gonna listen to this thing of.
Nah, just watch it off. Just watch it off. Let Frank hear the clip before you leave. Okay, I'll do it after when we cut out.
All right, boys. We're gonna get off here. I got work tomorrow. Truth wants to play video games.
I remember the exact moment happened. I don't. Why do you remember this? But anyway,
they love this shit.
I wanna play video games.
All right, guys.
But D-Flex, send me the clip, and then I'll show it to Frank, and then it would be good. But all right, y'all.
All right, guys, and as always,
turn your passion
into fashion. And have a good night.
This guy even remembers the stage it was on.